Previously on Blast TV.
Look at this. This now just turned into a brawl for all.
The official's calling. She's lost control of this matchup. I hate to say it, but this might be the best call that the official could have made.
They're still trying to break him up. Are you serious? Hey, I'm with the crowd on this one. Oh, thank you, Commish. Finally, put some order here.
C4 Nation, I'm here with Stevie Shields. He just had a war for the WXW C4 Hybrid Championship. Stevie.
Listen, man, I'm not here to talk. Lobo, this is a message for you. You wanna take action like that? You wanna pretend like you're hurt? Go and take a cheap shot on me and try to hurt me? Try to put me on the shelf? You asked for that match. You wanted a fight, and I gave you a fight, and in the end, you went running away. Well, next month, there's no countouts, there's no disqualification. It's me, you, that belt, and a hell of a match.
And there
of the things I love about WXW C4 is we see all types of competitors, all shapes, sizes, athletic styles. And one of the other things we see is every conceivable matchup you can want to see under the sun. We see the Diamond Divas division. We see tag team action. We've seen TLC matches. And who doesn't love a good three-way dance?
Hey, we've even seen belts. Okay, I'm going to leave it alone. My resolution for 2018, I'm leaving the belt thing alone.
All right, you're not allowed to talk. If you're going to talk about the belt, you're not allowed to talk.
2018, I'm done with the belt thing.
Shush. So, as I was saying, never mind. Back to this matchup. What am I going to do with you? So, we have a three-way dance right now. And Chris Caden, it looks like, making friends on the outside. By the way, I was being facetious. Anyway, Chris Caden apparently drawing the ire of everyone in the building, taking on Maximo Suave and, of course, Raymond Risk. Should be an interesting clash of styles and competitors here. Maximo Suave likes to mix things up. Does a little bit of everything. Whatever gets the job done. He needs to take to the air, he'll take to the air. He needs to take it to the mat, he'll take it to the mat. And, you know, he's from Spanish Harlem, so if he needs to take it to the streets, well, you know what'll happen. Raymond Risk, this man, powerhouse, brawler, does what he's got to do. Yes, he hails from Alexandria, Virginia, but he's actually originally a native of New York City. So believe me, this man, he knows how to throw hands if he has to. And of course, Chris Caden, who I mentioned earlier, who you can see is definitely the Prince Charming of this matchup. Again, I'm being facetious. Anyway, for as mouthy as he is, he can back it up. This man is a striker and a technician in the ring. I just am looking forward to seeing all of these men in action. If we could get this match underway, that would just be super.
If he stops talking to the ref.
And the people in the crowd. And I'm surprised he hasn't come over to talk to you.
Or you. Or you, for that matter.
They always seem to pick on you.
Oh, why? I'm such a charming fellow.
I think it's a red shirt. I don't know. Makes you a target. That's why I wear muted tones.
I'll wear blue next time. How muted is that?
What are you saying, man? Making fun of my sweater? Anyway, let's stick with this matchup here. Focus. Come on.
I am focused.
Caden, Suave, Risk.
Looks like a test of strength here to start the match. Oh, guess not.
Risk tossing Suave to the outside. And Caden actually hurting himself, striking Risk.
I didn't hear it. You didn't say it.
Wow. A European uppercut to follow up after that series of forearms. Oh, step up knee. Point of the chin. Risk hits the mat hard. Caden going for the cover. And Risk kicking out with authority.
Now, did you notice that? Wait a minute.
Suave
coming in here.
Caden swung wildly, but Suave.
Yep. Did you notice Caden? I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Go right ahead, man.
Caden with the kinesiology tape, it looks like, on his with the tape on his on his shoulder here or something. See if that plays a factor into this match as it goes forward.
Oh, Suave one step ahead of Risk and Caden. But Risk now, modified spinebuster, takes down Suave. Suave able to kick out. There's that power on display from Raymond Risk. Interesting thing about this matchup, no distinct veteran advantage from any of these competitors. All of these competitors have been wrestling for damn near 15 years. That's a lot of experience in that ring.
And that's a lot of boot in that breakup right there.
And Risk, a little irritated there, took it out on Caden's chest. It was a great counter by Caden. Couldn't quite roll through into the pin, but it was enough to give Suave an opportunity to kick Risk in the face. Caden, wow, plants Suave on the knee and then takes him out with the clothesline. Hooks the inside leg. Only gets the 2 count. Has arguing with the official ever worked? Ever?
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Some people are just cantankerous, and that kick, that kick was brutal. I would think Caden might want to shut his mouth after a boot like that to the face. Suave with a series of kicks. Chopped it. Oh! Backcracker there. Going for the cover. Hooks the outside leg. Risk able to roll that shoulder too.
And while we have a break in the action, ladies and gentlemen, we just want to go ahead and wish everyone a very happy 2018. We just want to thank you also for tuning in with us each and every single time here on WXWC4.
Absolutely. And Suave had Caden in his sights, but Caden saw it coming. Boot to the midsection. Cinching him up. Suplex, no. And Caden just got a face full of Suave's soul. And Risk picking Suave up. Suave able to counter out the back.
Discus forearm.
Went for a second one. Oh, Risk. Oh, T-bones, it's what's for dinner. And look at this. Caden with a roll-up. And a hook of the tights.
That's a pin for dessert.
Your winner, Mr. Charisma Personified, Risk Hayden.
Dinner, dessert. What a feast.
Apparently, Caden's everything he says he is, and more.
Nothing else to say, folks, but we'll be back with more WXWC4 action. Don't go anywhere. C4 friends, I'm standing here with Angus Bedford. Angus, you had a very challenging 2017 as a member of the New Settlers. And it looks like you want to turn the page over to 2018. What's your mindset going into this match today with the Outlaw John West?
Well, 2017 was supposed to be my year. It started off hot. I earned those two a shot at the WXWC4 Tag Team Champions. And if it wasn't for me, they would have never have even had those Tag Team Champions. And John West, I'm going to prove tonight that it's not a fluke that I'm still here and that I could do it all by myself.
And he's going to do it with RJR right by his side.
I said all by myself. You're not coming to the ring with me.
Not even by side.
You're gonna blow it for me. This is my night. I've been putting up with John West for way too long.
So have I. We all have.
You're just gonna blow it for me. You're not coming to the ring with me. Stay in the back.
Okay.
Lobo, I'd like to get your thoughts on the hybrid championship match this evening here in the WXW.
Shut the hell up! Or I'm gonna punch you in the face because I'm not in the good mood. Give me that Dr. Mank. You know what? I'm not even gonna say it in English. You wanna know about my thoughts? Yo voy a hablar bien claro y bien preciso. El humor que tengo no se compara con lo que acabó de pasar. Stevie Shields, te saliste por la tuya, ¿ah? Pero ¿sabes algo? Voy a ser bien claro y bien preciso. Yo no he luchado por 10 años por ninguna razón. Yo he dejado mucho en mi vida. He perdido demasiado por la simple razón de ser el número 1 en esta industria. Porque en Puerto Rico nadie creyó en mí. Sabes lo que doy. Yo sé lo que tú das. Y ahora que no hay descalificación, ¿qué te hace pensar a ti que yo no voy a ser igual y cuidado si peor de violento? Porque ahora puedo usar una silla, ahora puedo usar una mesa, ahora puedo usar hasta la madre que te parió si yo quiero. Stevie Shields, ese campeonato, the Hybrid Championship, has a new name, and it's el Lobo Siler Andrews. Get the hell out of my way.
Your contest is set for one fall.
Welcome to WXWC4. I'm Salamander Jones, joined at this time, of course, by the lovely, effervescent Xavier Cross, and we are ready to bring you great wrestling action to kick off 2018.
As we turn the calendar to 2018, hope everyone's had a happy, safe, and prosperous holiday season. Let's kick the page. Let's turn it here, 2018. And the bell rings. Let's start 2018 right.
In the ring, we have Sergeant RJR taking on the Genesis, Japhet. This man, he says he's from the other world. Where that world is, I'm not exactly positive.
It's not my world.
Absolutely not. And it's very interesting what we have here. I spoke to RJR a little bit, and it turns out that Japhet showed up at the Wild Samoan Training Center while RJR was working with the future C4 stars and challenged him to a match. And this match is happening now here, live for us, in Mountainville Memorial Hall.
At the WXW C4 Arena. Hey, Salamander, I have missed you.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
I'm missing one. Whoa! Wait a minute.
Pin attempt here. RJR, an excellent mat technician here.
Oh!
And this otherworldly guy leaving his imprint on RJR, and RJR giving him one in return here.
RJR taking the air. Big cross body. Doesn't go for the cover, though.
Now, you think that was a mistake?
May have been. But I'm sitting over here, and he's in there, so who am I to judge?
I'm just saying, on a guy that is so otherworldly, as we see another pin attempt, as we see a guy that is so otherworldly, I mean, I don't know, 30 cents shy of a quarter, 2 fries short of a Happy Meal, whatever the phrasing you may want to call it. You know, you think RJR once ended earlier, what?
I'm just going to say, the man might listen to the commentary at some point and come knocking on your door, so you might want to dial that back. You don't know this guy.
Hey, I'll just say my name's Salamander Jones. It's all good.
After that slam, RJR does not want to know this guy, I can tell you that. And don't you dare.
Come on now. Have you not heard of catfishing?
I'm old. I don't do those kinds of things.
Watch some TV, dude. Oh! RJR, the recipient of a brutal chop here.
And there's a receipt, baby. And another one. RJR shoots him across the ring. Java comes back with a clothesline. Takes down the Sarge. Goes for a quick cover here. He hooked the outside leg, but it was not enough to get the job done.
My goodness. RJR is definitely looking like he's in another world right now at this point.
Yeah, he may be a little dazed and confused, but he's still fighting. A couple of right hands. Javit counting that Irish whip. Look at this, sunset flip from RJR. Gets the 2 count. Nasty forearm strike. Oh, wait a minute.
Whoa.
Up and over with the capture suplex. A lot of power on display there.
And I think this guy's doing a smart thing. He's staying on top of RJR after punishing maneuver, wearing him down, going for the pin attempt. And it's just brutal punishment. That's what it really is.
On that elbow, I'll tell you what.
Just brutal amounts of punishment that RJR is sustaining. Keeps it up, and this otherworldly guy maybe get an otherworldly win here at this point.
Absolutely right. And now Javit slowing things down a little bit. Looking to wear down RJR with a chokehold here. RJR, though, manages to get back to a vertical base. Creates some separation with that elbow and that arm drag. Nails him with the kick, staggers him, hits him with the big back elbow. Javit is reeling here. RJR getting out of the way. Oh! I have not seen that combination at RJR. 2018, new year, new RJR. Oh! Man, he has kicked it into high gear.
New year, new mean streak. Good Lord.
Kick right to the mush. RJR now. A lot of power, skipping up the big man.
Is that enough? RJR with the win of 2018.
That's what I'm talking about, Cross. That's the way you want to kick off the new year. Folks, I've missed it. So glad you're here to join us for C4.
And don't worry, folks. You thought 2018 was starting like this. There's more to follow. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next match is set for one fall. Already in the ring, weighing at 200 pounds, from Dodge City, Kansas, representing the New Settlers, Angus Bedford. His opponent, weighing at 230 pounds,
Well, folks, you'll forgive me if I step a little bit on Johnny Cash here, but there was something important that happened just before this match started that we got to take note of. Angus Bedford came out and ordered RJR to the back. Did you see that?
Yeah.
There's been so much miscommunication between, well, what was the New Settlers? I don't know. They're kind of splintered at this point. Bedford said, I want to do this alone. RJR honored his wishes and went to the back. And here we go. Angus Bedford taking on the cowboy, John West.
And this all stems from our C4 event in November where the outlaw John West wanted, as the bell rings, wanted Angus Bedford to join him. Sort of like as pretty much a one-up to RJR in this New Settler feud that we have going on here. And Angus decided to go it alone and say, no, you know what? No, it's not going to happen that way. And the results of that at this point is John West having hurt feelings in this match as a result of it.
Crucifix, this is the third pin attempt in under a minute by Angus Bedford. He means business here tonight.
And Bedford having something to prove here by telling RJR, you know what? I want to do this one on my own. I want to make a name for myself.
Hold up one second. RJR just ran out to ringside here.
So much for that theory.
And he's telling the official that Wes adjusted his knee pad. RJR is saying that Wes had something in his knee pad. That does not seem to be the case, however. This is a very strange situation.
RJR is out here still. My goodness.
I think he's planning on staying at ringside despite Bedford's wishes.
Ooh.
Bedford.
Spinning heel kick.
Fantastic extension of the leg. Wes slowly pulling his way up. Able to get up and over. Oh, and Bedford pulls the leg. Wes lands face first on the ring apron. Bedford with a clear runway. Oh, and a missile dropkick, taking down Wes.
RJR is out here. He's staying out here encouraging Bedford.
That's what I'm saying, though. Bedford ordered him to the back. He's not heeding the words.
I mean, what does this say about the New Settlers at this point when it looks like fractured relationship at this point? RJR talking to the crowd. I mean, Bedford doesn't want him out here.
RJR said that Wes was going for an object, and all Wes was doing is getting a drink of water, and now Wes capitalizing. Bedford distracted by RJR, and Wes is now going to work on the young man.
Bedford keeping his eye off the ball here, allowing Wes to inflict some punishment on him. The elevation of that leg drop.
Could crush a larynx that way.
Oof. And Wes with his overture rebuffed at this point. I mean, what do you do?
Have a wrestling match. That's how we solve everything around here.
Pretty much. Why not?
Bedford tried for that kick. Wes saw it coming. Gave him a pop in the mouth for his trouble. And now Wes cinching him up. Takes him down. Vertical suplex rattling the spine of Angus Bedford.
And Bedford at a massive weight disadvantage here at this point. I mean, Bedford looks a bit more cut up, a bit more conditioned. He looks like the power grappler here at this point. Or Wes, I should say. Bedford matching him for speed, though.
Northern Lights suplex with the bridge. Almost got the job done for Bedford. There's a display of power for you from the young man.
There you go. Oh!
Bedford a little too overeager. Wes saw him coming in. Low bridged him. Bedford ate it hard on the outside. And RJR here trying to encourage Bedford. Bedford telling him, get away from me. Go to the back. Wes inviting Bedford into the ring and just tried to stomp the man's head in.
Yep. And stomp him out of there.
Bedford very wary, and I do not blame him about getting back in the ring with Wes waiting on him. What is RJR doing now?
Bedford again talking to RJR, leaving himself exposed and open.
And now Wes using all of that 5 count to choke the life out of Bedford.
You think at this point RJR is becoming a hindrance at this point? Is that helpful?
He's been a hindrance. Look, I know RJR's got a good heart, but I mean, time after time, he's caused a distraction with Bedford, and Wes has capitalized big time. Elbow drop. Make it a deuce. Wes is trying to drive all the wind out of this young man. That might do the trick right there. Cover. A lot of heart and determination on display here from Bedford, being able to kick out of 2. After not 1, not 2, but 3
gut wrench
elbow drops, and now that gut wrench suplex, as you were saying.
Yep. Second rope elbow. Second row elbow maneuver. Not enough to put him away.
Seems like if Cowboy John West were to open a diner, nothing would be on the menu but elbows, because he is serving them up tonight. Shoots Bedford across the ring. Bedford, hard collision. West, head bounce off the turnbuckle.
And is that the opening that he needs to start?
Bedford with a series of forearms. Takes to the air with that kick.
And the crowd definitely behind Bedford here.
Swings wildly with that kick and goes sternum first into the top turnbuckle. Able to counter John West, and now the sunset flip gets a 2 count.
RJR going bananas out there. Oh!
Bedford was able to plant him. Nasty DDT. Gets a 2 count. RJR's out there.
Unhinged.
He was screaming about the turnbuckle.
RJR was unhinged at this point. As Bedford's going to the top rope. Again, RJR being a distraction to Bedford.
Bedford better keep his eyes on the prize here.
Oh! Discus forearm!
Oh, boy.
Oh!
That'll do it. telling you, man, when you come out here to compete, any family drama, anything you got going on, you got to put it behind you and get the job done here. And Bedford was just distracted this entire matchup by RJR.
Bedford had his head on a swivel. That's really what it came down to, plain and simple. And that's how the outlaw John West was able to capitalize with the W.
Angus Bedford not having any RJR right now. I can't say I blame the young man. If RJR had honored his wishes, this could very well be, it could have been a different matchup. even try. When the line Luca Brasi or the gent Jimmy Conway come out to even try to talk over this crowd, the reaction these two get is electric. But tonight, Luca Brasi getting an opportunity to show what he can do in singles action against the debuting rising star, Robert Lloyd.
See, I had a chance to speak to the line Luca Brasi. And he let me in a little couple of things first off. He wanted to make a statement doing a solo match here. And the gent Jimmy Conway, let's just say, he's taking care of some business. We'll just leave it at that.
Oh, I'm sure he is.
And, we'll just leave it at that. That's Philly speak for let's leave it at that.
Let's leave it at that. It's Philly speak for let's leave it at that.
Exactly.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
But I'll tell you what. This Lloyd, he's a big cat. Saw him in the locker room. Man stands about 6'3", 6'4", I'd say. He has a big height advantage over the line. Luca Brasi. Brasi going about 5'9" or so. You can see the height and weight advantage in effect here.
That dude is a big wall of meat.
I'm going to pretend you never said that, because that might be the grossest thing you've ever said. But yes, he is in tremendous shape. But Brasi with the home field advantage, because let's face it, WXWC4, Mountainville Memorial Hall, this is his second home to Brasi.
Oh yeah.
He loves it here, he loves competing here. Wore a few championship belts around his waist here. Glad I got that out before they started screaming again.
And the crowd letting him know.
And here we go. The time for posing is done. This matchup is underway.
Now, let's go into this for a second here, because we got to look at this from a different perspective here. South Philly's finest, Luca Brasi, Jimmy Conway, tag team specialists extraordinaire. How does that dynamic change now that you have singles competition?
Well, it's simple, man. This is something that tag team wrestlers have faced quite a bit. Stop there. Brasi had enough of Lloyd. But it's real simple. You don't have that safety line of having a partner waiting in the corner if you get in trouble. But by the same notion, you also don't have to deal with the possibility of taking on two men at the same time, which Brasi in tag team action has had to do many times in his career. You only got to worry about the guy standing in front of you. Brasi with a hip toss takes down the bigger man. Lloyd stumbling and staggering. Japanese arm drag now, and Lloyd going to the outside. Take a little breather. And the line, Luca Brasi standing tall.
And about to go flying in a couple of moments.
Oh! Launching himself like a spear through that second rope, taking out Lloyd. I would say Brasi is fired up tonight, but Brasi is fired up every night, every time we've seen this man.
This is like next level. Look up Brasi's that's the only way he goes. Next level.
Look, him and Conway, paisans, as close can be. They're brothers. But Brasi also relishes competition. He wants to show what he can do on his own. Forearm now to Robert Lloyd. And Brasi going up to the top.
What's
and
this?
Lloyd using the ref as a human shield.
Is he serious? Oh!
He is very serious, and so was that back elbow to the point of the chin of Luca Brasi. And now Robert Lloyd looking to take advantage of the situation and doing whatever he can to take down Brasi.
Reminding the ref that he has until 5 to break the count.
I'm not saying that it's exactly the most savory of tactics, but when you're a big guy and you're facing someone who is as fast, who's as sudden as Luca Brasi, it's not a bad idea to try and take his wind away, to slow him down. And that's one way to slow a man down. He didn't just slam him, he threw him.
He launched him.
That kind of impact, that takes the air out of your lungs. That's going to slow you down. You can't run if you can't breathe.
And this is the dynamic that makes this individual competition different than tag team competition, is that you're right, Luca doesn't have the safety net. He doesn't have the tag out to Jimmy Conway here.
But he also only has to worry about one man. How many times have we seen Brasi in that ring while the other team went to town, beat up on this man? And most of those times, he managed to somehow hang in there to make the tag to Conway. That shows the toughness. That shows the heart, the resilience of the Lion Luca Brasi. But this rising star, Robert Lloyd, he is a big customer, and he obviously means business here. You know, he also wants to make for a name for himself. Debuting here in WXWC4, there is not a man or woman that walks in here and doesn't want to walk out that first time with their hand raised. That statement saying, hey, this is who I am, this is what I'm here for, and I'm someone to be reckoned with.
And that statement chopped from the outside brought him back into the ring for a pin attempt there. And now he's wearing down the seemingly undermatched Luca Brasi here.
Yeah, he's got that rear chin lock on Brasi. Again, trying to cut away the wind, trying to slow this man down. Big impact to the jaw. Lloyd down. Now Brasi has got to try and get his wind back. Goes for the cover. And Lloyd just hammering the man back down to the ring. Now, let me tell you something. Brasi, though, pretty smart. Oh, what is this? Lloyd launching him in a slingshot-like move, causing Brasi to faceplant, and again, that blow to the sternum, and now the ankle lock applied, and look at the angle of his leg, and driving the man's knee into the canvas.
And this is where his height advantage, this is where his mobility advantage at this point, this is where it serves to punish Luca Brasi here.
Look, man, the Lion Luca Brasi, we've talked about his speed. What's a good way to slow down a race car?
Counter
Take
speed.
out the wheels.
Yep.
And that's about all I know about automobiles. Anyway, Lloyd now stalling. No! Oh, wow! Lloyd had Luca up for a stalling vertical suplex, and Luca was able to snap over into a counter and planted Lloyd with that DDT.
And his legs fell 5 seconds later.
Good Lord. Lloyd up, Brasi up.
Brasi on the next level here.
Series of knife edge chops, and now goes for the Irish whip. Lloyd outpowered him though. But Brasi with a big collision. Back elbow to the sternum, takes Lloyd down. And Brasi's got him in his sights.
Lloyd trying to recoup in the corner as well.
Brasi with a head of steam. Lloyd takes him up and over, but Brasi able to land safely on the ring apron. The line way up high. Cleared for launch with the missile drop kick. Takes down the big man. And now Brasi going for the cover. Those couple extra seconds it took for Brasi to be able to roll into a pinning predicament may have made the difference in this matchup.
That's
you got to. Oh, go ahead, sir.
After you, go ahead.
I was going to say, you got to believe that Brasi moving at full speed would have been able to perhaps take advantage of that pin attempt. Go on, sir. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Another thing I was going to say is he didn't hook the leg. That's definitely, in addition to the extra seconds, he didn't hook the leg at all.
Oh, he landed with a sidewalk slam. Brasi able to kick out. Brasi actually, he wasn't able to get a full hook of the tights with that, but he was able to actually like kind of cradle the knee a little. It just wasn't enough.
Right.
But now, Lloyd with the foam finger. What's the foam finger for?
He's number one.
I suppose.
I've seen this before.
He went for a spear, and Brasi with the counter, wrenching in that Fujiwara armbar, or at least trying to. Does he got it? No, crossface.
Crossface maneuver. He's trying to. There we go.
He tried to use the one to force the break. Didn't work.
Did he try to use the full finger to break the?
Yes, he did.
What?
Yes, he did. Now let me tell you, this victory just as important for Brasi perhaps as it would have been for Lloyd. Lloyd obviously looking to make a big first impression. Brasi, however, we know him as a tag team specialist here. So every once in a while, it's a good thing to remind anybody that wants to step up and try it.